are we on? Like episode 9?
Whoa! We do a 10th one, we get a set of steak knives.
Oh yeah, I think so. Or we get one of those Timex watches.
Oh, yes.
I think that's 20
Good,
episodes.
because I need a new one.
Is that thing a Timex?
Yes. It's like tiered.
Yeah.
30, we go to Chicago.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Super Bowl episode of Refreshingly Awkward. I'm Kyle.
I'm Rhett.
We're here to talk some fun stuff. So, Super Bowl weekend, obviously, probably, I'd arguably say, probably the biggest gambling weekend of the year. Am I wrong?
I would imagine that or March
game,
Madness. Maybe.
I'd say one game, probably.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Probably the most money put on one game.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what we did, I went ahead and I did some research here about 5 episodes ago. This was before preseason. We kind of made some bold predictions, if you will. So, and as I'm looking at it, so I call him the Retro Britannica, like the encyclopedia, just because he'll say stuff and I'm like, what? So 2 takes I thought that you said were phenomenal because I even in the video I edited out. You said one thing and I added a noise. Go what? So
making fun of me.
Yeah, I was like, what? No, I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, you'll have to elaborate. Of course, you went into very big detail. So the 2 things. First off, biggest take is you said Chiefs weren't going to make the playoffs, and you called it specifically down to a T. They're going to have a problem with the running game. Travis Kelce getting a little older. Like you spot on. So that was a big one. The second one I could not believe. All right. And I wish I would have bet it. And I couldn't find what, because I think one episode we looked into.
I think I know what you're going to touch on because I'm remembering the podcast in my head. Because like when you say these takes, it's like, you know, if I don't write it down, because as you know, the way my brain works, it's like a stock ticker. It's whatever I grab onto and then throws it out there. And then it's like, oh yeah, I did say that.
Yeah. He said, he explained the NFC South. And I'm like, and he had said, don't sleep on the Panthers. Panthers are going to make the playoffs. Like you said, they have a chance to make the playoffs, if not the wild card. Literally, they made it. Like on mine, because they were like, what, second or third worst?
Oh, no, the Saints probably would have been last. It would have been close, though.
Yeah, I mean, the year before, though, they were like the second to worst team.
Oh, yes.
Record-wise.
Yes.
Yes. So, that was hilarious. I'm like, what? So I think you said, and then, I think it was, Panthers make the playoff. Yeah. The funniest one, the only hot take he didn't have. Mine were.
Well, yeah. No. I mean, I'm gonna miss.
We both said the Bears. We both, because of our bias. We brought our bias. 100%. I go, hey, you've got to be better than what you were, because we only have 3 wins, or 3 or 5 wins.
Well, yeah, and then it was like Eberflus fired in the middle of the season, throwaway year, new coach.
Yeah.
But you say multiple different,
which everybody assumed. Yeah. The only hot take that you said. The Raiders will at least be competent.
Which I was wrong.
With Pete Carroll. And hey, they got a hell of a number 1 wide receiver out of Jacoby Myers.
Yes, and then they traded him.
Not even there
They traded him.
They did the absolute opposite of what you would assume they would have.
He became the number 1 over the Jags.
Yeah, hands down. Which I put on my little. I put on notes. I'm drafting him next year. Like I don't know.
We'll see.
Anything new you give in front of your boy, any new wide receiver you give to Lawrence, he's going to have fun with. He's like,
especially with Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was a interesting year. From a gambling perspective, I did better probably 2 years ago, but I think the game's changing. I think like we're in a weird era, and it goes in ebbs and flows. We are in a defensive era, even though it's modern football, because you're seeing the proclivity to run the ball more than you did in, say, 2018.
To use a word like proclivity.
Sorry. I had my vitamins this morning. I worked out.
I think it's a different language.
It is, yeah.
Or venereal disease. I got proclivity, man.
I love when the girl lets me put it in her proclivity.
You got that proclivity?
Yes.
Dude, I got proclivity.
Available then. Yeah. No, so I think like a lot of what's going on in the NFL, like for instance, and one of the guys I think is one of the best in the business that I listen to is JJ Zachariason.
Yeah.
So from like a wide receiver aspect of like fantasy or even NFL, mostly fantasy though was its angle. This was like the second worst year for fantasy points in the wide receivers.
Oh, the first round were all hurt and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than like the year that was worse was like 2017. You had 2018, which then like the Sean McVays came into the world and all these kind of new age off Kyle Shanahan's, all this stuff. And then what you're seeing happen is like these defensive coordinators, whether it's Mahomes, McVay, or Andy Reid or whatever, they're like, I'm keeping my job. I don't care if it takes you 15 plays to score on me. I'm not going to be on SportsCenter, and you can run for 8 yards a carry. I'm going to play nickel the whole time.
Yeah.
And there's going to be 2 safeties back and just run all and be what they call a run funnel.
Yep.
And like teams just don't care.
Yeah.
Because they won't be torch deep. And so after a while, you see defenses are always like a generation behind. So like now you're kind of starting to see where before, all this offense stuff with wide receivers that was like unchecked and, kind of like an edge is now coming back to like take a running back in the first round.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to take a wideout, now it's so concentrated, those wideouts are even more like, if you have a Puka Nacua, like that's huge because like there's 6-7 JSN or Puka Nacua that are absolute studs.
Yeah.
4 years ago, it was more like here with like 25 guys.
Yeah.
Now you're starting to see like the studs are the studs. JSN, Puka, I'm probably missing Jamar Chase, all these guys. But now you're kind of starting to see like these other wide receiver ones aren't like there because they're not passing the ball as much.
Yeah.
Or like wide receiver 2s aren't as prevalent.
Right.
That you could find some good ones on like, hey, this quarterback can, kind of, like a Matt Stafford is one example, even though you don't see it anymore. Matt Stafford with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua this year. You used to have like 6 or 7 quarterbacks that could have had 2 wideouts on there. That would be viable. Now you're not. So I'm interested to see how they counter. Or like you watch the Rams, like McVay. They were known for 11 personnel. 11 personnel means 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Okay? He was like known. So like now the slot guy's a thing because he's out there on every formation or every play. Well, now the big deal is he going to go back to 3 tight end sets? Because now they're going bigger because they're in nickel. And these
and you can run. You can get 4 or 5 yards running at every time. Yeah.
And all these defenses had drafted linebackers to be able to chase, not to be able to run stop. So now they're just putting these big guys in here and give me 5-6 yards of carry. And so that's interesting. So like the league's kind of going through this like some people, will complain about it. And it's like, no, I think it's just a normal evolution of the game. It's like, okay, the offenses are doing this. I'm paid to stop them. I'm going to figure out how to stop them. Or I'm paid to draft someone, like they were starting to get like slot corner.
Yeah.
That they'll go in the first round.
Yeah.
They were going in the first round now because they're so valuable.
Yeah.
Because you need some dude to chase around another fast dude. And so then you have guys that are playing linebacker that in our generation, 80s, 90s, they would have been safeties.
Yeah.
They you had we grew up with like the 260
like your
Ray Lewis, your Mike Singletary's, the Brian Urlacher, but he could run. But like these big thumpers. And then they were like, okay, offenses are like, we're going to spread him around, make this big dude run in space, and that's not where he wants to be. And so now they drafted. And so like it's a change. Anyway, to kind of go back to the recap. In anything that normally happens and we're guilty of this, is recency bias, right? So, but to your point on my bad take, like I guess the Raiders are just going to rate it.
Yeah. Well, also don't forget your good take. You said Patriots Super Bowl. You said Patriots Super Bowl because, hey man, look, Vrabel, you didn't say Coach of the Year, but you damn near almost got it. Yeah. You said, hey, look, after what they're coming off of, don't sleep on them. I could see them making a way to. I think you said making their way to the Super Bowl. You didn't say win it, but you didn't say just playoffs. So really, honestly, you went like 6 for 8 out of your takes because the plus 10,000 the JJ McCarthy. You didn't say it. You if you want a bull take plus 10,000 for any MVP.
You're gonna eat some.
But if you hit a plus 10,000,
that's what I'm saying. But either way, I don't even know if he's a starter. We found out. More or less. Like when I say something like that, and you have to look at it this way, like you have people that we don't necessarily like on the ESPNs, and they take a hot take that they don't really believe in. When I'm saying something like JJ McCarthy, it's leaning into the unknown. It's like, okay, Kevin O'Connell's really good. Sam Darnold parlayed that into a thing, but maybe Sam Darnold's good because it just took him a few years to develop, or no different than like a Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
He just needed to get the hell out of Cleveland.
You got to get out of Cleveland. You got to get out of the. Go from the Browns to the Jets.
He ended up with he went from the Panthers. Then he got lucky enough to get on McVay.
He beat Tom Brady at the Panthers. Fun fact.
did, yeah.
I lost that one long parlay. I picked all the underdogs, but I could not pick. I would have won. That was the only time I would have won literally like thousands of dollars. Like I put
We
like
always
$5.
remember those ones, right?
Oh, for sure, because I've never won a bet. I don't bet a lot. You know, my amounts are small, but
Sure.
like it was. I remember it was 5. I hit every single under. I'm talking teams. The Saints demolished somebody. Like everybody got beat. And then it came down to that. I go, oh, dude, there's no way Baker's beating Tom Brady. I better not. And they beat Tom Brady by like 13 points. I'm looking at that parlay. It's going. It was like between 5 and 6.
And it's
Gs.
always those. It's always that pick.
Yeah, and
Meaning,
it's one of
like,
those-
It's always the pick, like, no fucking way.
Yeah, and guess what? It's always the pick. It's the bonus bet that you're not allowed to cash out.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know if all of them went in order like I was if I could have, but like it was
No,
definitely one where
they
you
won't
could.
give you the, yeah.
I'm like, no,
Unless
please.
they know they're about to lose their skirt. But like,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, when I say something like JJ McCarthy, I'm leaning into the unknown
Mm-hmm.
of like, hey, you're getting him at plus 10,000, and if he's good under Kevin O'Connell, he's going to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I was wrong, but
No, but you said no. You look now. Now you want bold take. You did say bold take. But I was like, what is it? And I had to go back. I was like, what are those odds? You go plus 10,000. Oh, no wonder. Yeah. I mean, that's beyond the bold take for sure. Something
But
plus
yeah,
10,000.
no, I mean, it was. I mean, as far as like, you know, and well, I guess part of it is also like taking it like, and I think the casual fan looks at something like, oh, the Panthers. You're right. Okay, they are the Panthers, but you also have to take other variables and things inside of there. It's like, to your point, whether it's the Browns and the Raiders, I guess it's like they're in the locker until further notice.
Yeah,
Until they can show me that they can be a competent franchise.
Yeah, because what they did compared to what the Panthers, I didn't go in there. I knew Ted Rowan. I mean, I thought he was T-Mac was. I thought he was phenomenal. But I didn't think. I'm like, damn, man, bringing in Rico like I liked Rico at without any offensive line at the Raiders or at the Cowboys. He put up like 1,100 yards, I think.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, no, I mean, because
well, to me also, you look at the division, and that was the other angle. Like nobody's good.
a lot of injuries for Tampa. Yeah,
Well,
that
yeah,
sucked
they
for them.
went through
Yeah.
some defense, but even so, even when Tampa is good, they're going like 10-5, or like
Right.
they're not going 13-4.
Yeah, I mean, because what they had with 3 games where they had no
yeah, their defense.
no
was
Goodwin,
really
they had
bad.
no Mike Evans, and then also oh boy, the rookie he was out for a couple
Bucky
games.
Irving.
And Bucky Irving. Yeah,
Was it Agbuka?
yeah, Ibuka was out for like
Yeah.
only 2 games, but
Yeah.
but when you were
They
talking
were-
about 2 games without any wide receivers,
yeah.
and then it was both. I think it was weeks. I think they lost to in their division, so that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
mean, and so like that's the other thing, leaning into like, hey, when everyone sucks, just take the worst.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
But their defense was so good, Carolina. Watching their defense.
Oh, no, yeah, they
is it
played-
Marcus Jones?
yeah.
Yeah, is that? I think it's
the
Marcus
D
Jones.
tackle, right? Are you talking
or
about
is he-
him?
Or is he? Or I thought he was the second. Who's the? Maybe I'm confusing, but they have their secondary He had a bunch
Well,
of.
they have Jimmy Horn, who's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Marcus. He's their safety.
Is it Marcus Jones?
I think that's the guy for the Patriots.
Or Marcus
but there
Smart.
could be two. Mark
there-
Smart,
Okay.
maybe.
Or I thought
Or is he a
maybe-
basketball player?
Yeah, now I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking Marcus.
I don't know. Good job, Marcus.
Anyway,
on the
yeah,
Panthers.
get Marcus. All the Marcuses out there in
Yes,
the NFL.
you guys
You're
are
getting it.
killing
You're
it.
getting it. You're killing it. But yeah, no, I mean, I was watching. I'm like, damn. And actually, I won because they beat the spread when they lost to the Rams, or did they beat the Rams?
Well, they beat the Packers in Green Bay.
That's right. And then they beat they beat somebody. But then when they get the playoffs, I think I still hit the spread because they played.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they did play the Rams because the Rams
Well, yeah,
lost to
that
Seahawks.
game was
yeah.
so crazy,
Dude.
The Rams, and then all of a sudden the Rams couldn't pull away.
Yes.
That was the dumbest game.
It was-
I was on the Panthers, so I was like,
Yeah.
I don't deserve this, but I've lost a lot where I didn't deserve to
I was
lose
like,
either.
the spread's gonna happen.
There was like there was like
oh,
crazy
dude, it was
turnovers.
so many,
and I'm like,
many turnovers.
Then the Rams went from like this is about to be 50-0 to shit, we're only up 1 at halftime.
Yeah.
And had no business being
Yeah.
like the Panthers had no and then when that started to happen, you see the momentum or like the oh shit part goes up.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I mean, Bryce, it's crazy to see his connection with T-Mac. Rookie of the year, he got
he got it right.
Yeah, I think he got over because it was overall rookie of the year. But did
There's
they
offensive and defensive, right?
and then did they do divisional like the NFC offense?
Maybe.
Because I wouldn't. I thought he got overall.
Who knows? But
because he got the offense, and then it got from
because
Cleveland.
it was probably between him and Shuck, maybe.
that
Shuck,
would be.
who actually played well under
Yeah, there was. I think defense. I mean, then what he got the Browns, who they have two. They're a fun stat.
No, they have
two
the linebacker.
Two quarterbacks go to the Pro Bowl for them.
Oh, do we want to get into the Pro Bowl
Yeah,
discussion?
but but
It's like field day.
two quarterbacks go to the Pro Bowl, and they have a defensive rookie of the year, and they won 5 games.
Yes. Well, yeah, because their linebacker had 987 tackles.
Dude, I did.
He's actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, I thought I had him
Schlesinger?
in our and I think somebody picked him up, but not drafted him. But I was like, I think I went for him 1 week or something. I didn't get him anyway. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
But no, so my takes, I kind of put. I mean, the biggest
what
one
do
I said.
you got?
So I put the Cowboys will fall apart again, and I said actually I put on there too. I said all they have is we discussed their entire defense is Micah Parsons.
Oh yeah.
So I go I said the Cowboys will fall apart this year. All they have on defense is Micah. He's gone. I go they're winning 6 games. I think they end up winning 7. So it wasn't too bad. But then I said also the America's team will be removed and given to the Patriots. Which I think it's about time. You know, I mean, I feel like a Patriot. Yeah,
They probably should be.
Yeah. And then what I put? Oh, I put the Chargers and Rams to the
Damn.
Super Bowl.
That's still pretty solid.
Dude,
you were live.
I have never seen an entire offensive line get hurt in 2 weeks. I'm talking an entire. Remember
with the
week
Chargers?
1
Yeah.
they had the whole.
Well, Joe Alt.
and
he's a
oh
stud.
my God, he's
And then,
he's like 2 bodies.
Slater too. Like their tackles
Yes,
are
So
ridiculous.
it's like they had. I mean, they're in all. They by the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, it was you and me out there.
Yeah, it was like I had like 3 tight ends. It looked like the Buffalo. Looked like the Bills' offense.
Yes.
You know, it was pretty bad. But no, so I put that. And then I put I said going with that, I thought if they went that way, I think that Herbert would have got the MVP. So I went 1 for 4 on my takes.
Well, but I mean, the Chargers and Rams to make the Super Bowl. I mean, you were
would've
live.
Been, did they both make the playoffs or no?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they did. That's right. Yeah. Oh yeah, because Chargers had to. Yeah, they had to. Yeah,
and
that's
the Rams
right.
were
That's
pretty
right.
much. The Rams actually played. I mean, that was a very good game.
I mean, the defense. Nobody. I don't think I didn't have any idea that the defense of the Seattle would be that much better in a year. I don't know what the hell they did. I mean,
the
did
Rams
they change?
played them pretty well.
Yeah.
offensively,
I mean, but that's a team.
They gave them all they can handle. Yeah,
Yeah, that's where
that
it's
game
gonna-
could have gone either way. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Now, do you think if the Bears,
Had beaten the Rams
do you think we would have been able to?
in Seattle? Probably not.
I think we probably would have lost. It would have been a good.
See, it helps
would have been a
with the
good fight.
Rams because they play them in the division.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think we would have been up against it in Seattle.
Yeah, because they needed a little more experience.
The Rams, thlaying them for the third time.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's not their first rodeo up in Seattle.
Yeah.
There was not that there wasn't a home field advantage for Seattle. There was, obviously, that crowd's nuts.
Yeah.
And it's lit environment. Rams are more used to it. I think the Bears would have shown well. I think it would have been tough to overcome.
Yeah.
I think it would have been tough to overcome. But who knows? Because you see the team like New England where, part of the take, and we'll get into it, is they play Houston, who has no offense, really good defense. Then they play the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. With had no
in snow in
Did
New
Herbert
England.
even-
It was
did it-
16-3.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
yeah.
Same thing with Houston. It was and then Denver probably wins that game if
Bo Nix was there.
Oh yeah, and then a blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
They were still probably winning that. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, the Patriots have a good defense. Don't get me wrong. So but it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out with a 2-week lead.
So and I guess that's kind of good. I do want to roll into it. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but so for me, I would like to see Seattle win it. I mean, the Patriots, they're going to be there for a while. Who knows if Sam Darnold, how long, but the Patriots are there. They got Drake May. He's going to be there for a while, so they've won enough. But so my thing is, I used to be kind of a Sam Darnold hater. Couple reasons. He went to USC. Gross. So, I had to hate him for that reason. Okay, nothing against Caleb Williams and his alma mater, but look, we'll talk about it different. But
He's one of us.
yes. but so right away I was like, I don't like this cat. Then he went to the Jets, is where you go to die. And he just kind of seemed pretty bad. And then last year he went to Minnesota, which I'm a Bears fan, so I'm like, I don't want this dude to do good. Oh, 50, you're lucky. And then watching him choke, I mean, in like every big game last year, I mean, I'm not even choke. Like when you throw, was it 4 or 5 interceptions, I think?
Yeah, he shit the bed.
Yeah, so I'm like, but then I'm actually watched this dude, and I like that he, that he's humble enough to say, hey, inside he's like, I'm a monster. I'm a quarterback. I am good, but he doesn't express his frustration. Which, I would be such a bitch if I was like, yeah, I've been good. I got drafted high. I'm a good quarterback.
Yeah.
You see shitty teams I've been on? Look at me. They're ripping my shirt off at media day and stuff. But he's so humble. Like when you saw it, when his face, when it hit him, when he won, and somebody, they asked him some question in the interview post game after they won to make it to the Super Bowl. Like you could just see his eyes kind of had like that. Not like a cry, like he was just like it's happening, like he was.
Yeah,
it was so
like
big.
He conquered some demons.
Yeah.
That's how I would say.
Yeah,
like
and
Sam Darnold has earned my respect in the fact of like, I think it's fair. That doesn't mean he could throw 4 interceptions in the Super Bowl. The same token, you don't play the games you played in the season you have, and then all of a sudden we get to say it's bad big game Darnold anymore.
Right. Yeah.
At what point does the script flip? That doesn't mean he's not capable of playing a shitty game, but I think he, in my opinion, has at least conquered that MO and he deserves that.
Yeah.
It just kind of goes to show where in this day and age, and I'm on Seattle, it's too soon for the Patriots to win again. For me, dude,
if they strip the America's team, I'll allow it. But
it's fine. You guys need, and I think Drake May is a hell of a talent or potential talent
for sure, sure.
But it's like, dude, you had the greatest quarterback of all time, and now you have it's like when the Packers went from Favre to Rodgers. It's like, damn it, you need to go through the shit now.
Yeah,
you deserve to be on top. Yeah. You went to the gym. Now you put 40 pounds on again and then go back.
It's unfair.
Yeah, dude, you can't just keep parlaying this thing.
This is not something
being great. It's the NFL. This isn't like, some college team that just hoards all the talent for 20 years. You're supposed to go and ebb and flow. You have your dynasty. It's like when the Chiefs finally lose Mahomes and Andy Reid. They're going to go back to being shit. And unless they find some stud, and then I'm going to be pissed. It's like, you need to go back through it again.
Yeah, and I think it's crazy to see too. Like when you some of the bigger I don't want to go on too big of a tangent about the Bills, but they are ruining Josh Allen's career. I mean, they are single-handedly ruining his career with just the nonsense. To come to find out, then Josh Allen gets to find out with us at the same time on the news that, we never even wanted Keon Coleman. You've been wanting to draft a first round. I like Keon Coleman as a person.
The
and
owner
else,
for the Bills is God.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who. It wasn't their coach's fault. I thought he did a great job. I mean, consistently way better than Tomlin's record being that.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
And then who'd they end up with?
The offensive coordinator.
That was the one making
which would be really funny if he brings McDermott back for the defensive coordinator. Okay, so let's actually parse this out in a certain way. That's fine if you're like, hey, we're not getting over the hump. It's like Tomlin with the Steelers. At some point,
that had to happen.
Or even Harbaugh with the Ravens. With Lamar.
Yeah.
At some point, maybe a new voice in the house needs to happen. It's like Theo Epstein for the Cubs. He's like, I always the rule a 10-year span, and then it's kind of move on or go on to the next thing because new ideas, you get stale, or it's the same thing. We have consistency, we can't get over the hump.
Yeah.
That's fine. But to completely botch the press conference like that, and then you talk about Brandon Beane, you want to talk about Keon Coleman being like, he was being a team player, but then luckily you have Hard Knocks, you have the receipts, and he's like, that time will allow us to get Keon Coleman and all this stuff, and he's talking him up, and then you hire the offensive coordinator, and Joe Brady could be a great coach. I don't know. But if it were me, I would wipe the whole slate clean and bring in a guy that would be brand new, offensive minded, which Joe Brady is, but so you're telling me the room wasn't bad by hiring Joe Brady, but in the press conference you told me the room was bad.
Yeah.
It defies any logic whatsoever.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know Joe Brady. I mean, he seems to be a good offensive coordinator. He had LSU. He made famous with the greatest offense ever.
Yeah. Not too hard to do that.
I mean, I don't. To me, and then not fire the GM, and give him a promotion, is the definition of you got. I mean, the Bills forget until they got Josh Allen, which won a lottery on the draft because there were a lot of people who didn't like him, and I think some of that was actually true as far as his raw talent, but Josh Allen, kind of progressed and grew in a way that like he did that on his own, which is part of the projection.
That was also the reason for the Patriots dynasty. Well, you had Miami, the Jets, and Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like you could just walk through your
the
division
AFC,
every
yes.
year.
It's
Yeah,
like
it was like
you're winning 6 games or you're going 5-1.
Yes,
like,
yeah.
For whatever. Yeah. So like the Bills were shit. They're about to open a new stadium. I mean, it just shows you the NFL, I think, is a great experiment because you have a salary cap. Everyone has the same rules. You don't have one team making an exorbitant amount of money like the Dodgers that can just buy all the players or something like that. And then you still see the same teams at the bottom, like which tells you it's organizational.
Yeah, that's where it's
Like
who's at the top. If you haven't got rid of, like, if the Cowboys haven't won since
90s.
So like, there's been one thing that hasn't changed. The only one thing that hasn't changed is the fucking owner. So it's like, hey, guess what? Maybe you're not set up for this.
Well, it's the same thing too. I mean, even our Bears, like that was one of my like, hey man, I don't know if we're gonna get lucky a couple years here and again, but until the McCaskies, and luckily, I think finally they got, either wise or basically told like, hey, and they brought in people to run the show that seem to be doing better. We'll see, but
Not allowing cursing in the locker room seems like the most dumb thing I've ever heard in my entire
they
life.
got rid of cheerleader. I mean, anyway.
Yeah, which to bring it back, you see it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
finally.
kind of cool. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what Chicago
The Honey
cheerleaders
Bears,
would look
well,
like nowadays.
That's the old conspiracy theory. But the Bears haven't won a Super Bowl since the Honey Bears were on the sideline.
They were there in the 80s?
Yes.
I thought-
And
yeah,
then
I thought they were-
Virginia woman was just like, I don't want to see these people.
No cursing, no females,
Yes,
and no
exactly.
winning.
And
Oh,
it's like, need you to croak. You're like 130.
listen,
Like,
maybe not die, but maybe sign some forms.
but yeah, or just like we're just gonna leave you unplugged first and see what happens.
Cruise control.
She's like 190.
Yeah.
Wait, did she pass?
Yeah, she passed this
Okay,
year,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right. That's why the Honey Bears are coming back. I
Yeah,
told you.
exactly. That's why you can cuss in the locker room. It's why
I mean,
Ben Johnson.
The funny
yeah.
thing is like I should know that as a Bears fan, but like there's been so many rumors that that
Yes.
she's been dead that like
She's been
I
clinically
just
dead
don't-
for a couple.
Yes,
Yeah, I
that's what I'm
mean,
saying.
she ain't been.
She's just not in the ground.
Yeah, it's like the lady that goes to college games. For who?
Weekend at Virginia.
Yeah, what's that?
Like,
Just
they
sipping
just
it-
propping her
Yep,
up.
just-
They're playing the Bears song.
Yeah, just moving around on strings.
But yeah, so like, but like the Browns, you anyway, you go back to kind of wrap this situation up. You have this situation, like the shitty, like the Jets. They hire Aaron Glenn. He's not the answer. The way to do that, even though he was up against it, okay, to be fair, they don't have a good roster. There's a lot going on there. Fire him. You should have fired, like even the Titans realized like, shit, we made a mistake. They probably should have fired Callahan after the first year.
Yeah.
But then they do it 5 games in, we're like, shit, we fucked this up. Okay? I don't know if the next coach is going to be good, but like, because it's Saleh, but maybe Saleh does better with the Titans because he was with the Jets.
Yeah.
Until you can kind of change the organizational culture, because everyone's on equal footing, there's a reason. If you look at the top 10 draft picks every year, other than like anomalies where somebody gets hurt, like you said, like these, organizationally, they're still in the same spot. They just reshuffle the cards.
Yeah.
And who's picking first and who's picking. The Raiders picked 5th again, and now they're picking first.
Yeah. Well, you
Or
look at the
6.
teams-
What, Gentry went 6 or 8? Either way, they're
Yeah.
a top 10 pick.
I mean, you look at it's just like in sales organization, business. You coach, train, follow up. Coach, train, follow.
Yes.
The first two is you're not a coach because if you're a coach and you're the offensive and you're the play caller, there's not a lot of coaches that can every year consistently do that. Okay.
Oh, 100%.
Now you're Andy Reid. You've been doing it for so long. It's crude.
But even they have years where they struggle. Where, like,
Right.
yeah.
It's just one of those things like if you look at the quarterbacks that have gone to the Jets to die or gone to the Browns.
All of them?
Like because
All
there's
of them?
nobody there to coach it. You expect, hey, you top down, you're just, hey, I'm just here cutting checks. Oh, that guy's supposed to be good? Good. Is he not playing well? Get rid of him. Like there's no development.
Oh,
And
yeah.
If you're put into a place where every year, I mean, how many in the 2 years, how many different offensive like for Jalen Hurts, they wonder why he's not. I don't think as a quarterback he needs more experience because he wasn't calling all the plays because when Kelsey was there. But since he's been there, he's had every year a brand new offensive coordinator who wants to try to do something different. And it's like so you have somebody who's trying to learn. Hey, Jason Kelsey did all my play calling and he retired, so I need to learn how to be a quarterback.
Yeah, how to do this.
But now you're throwing a new offensive coordinator and we're going to do something totally different.
And then they see they
So
struggle
every year,
to some degree.
you don't get time to learn. It's not like you just throw them into the pool. Hey, I know you guys are basketball players, but we're playing in the pool. I know you guys are bowlers, but hey, dunk that basketball. It's like you're doing something totally different, and you're expected to improve. You're supposed to be that good right away.
Oh, well, yeah, and I think part of that has to do with, we've seen these quarterbacks get thrown into the fire so soon, and that has to do with the league rules. I think they need to tweak it because of the rookie deals. Before, you would be like, hey, I invested $60 million into this projection. It's a projection. Hey, I drafted you first overall. I'm projecting you to be a franchise quarterback. And then obviously, rightfully so, I think there needed to be change on that end. Like, what was it? Sam Bradford was the contract that everyone, because he got drafted first overall, and I think it was like $80 million. And like, he walks into a locker room, and this guy's like, I've been busting my ass for 8 years. And like, so they changed the rule. Well, now you can have like a 5-year deal of control, and you're paying that quarterback 11, 12 mil over the course. So I'm going to see what he has, because if he sticks, like a Russell Wilson, I can spend all this money on the rest of the team, or look at Brock Purdy.
Oh, yep.
Okay, or look
Prime example.
Look at when they start to pay these quarterbacks, when they have to pay them, like the Brock Purdys, like that entire defense now, which the guy Saleh did a good job with these young guys. They all left. They all because
Can't afford all of them.
can't
Yeah.
afford them. So like there's
Same thing with the Cincinnati. Look at the Bengals. Like they paid 2 wide receivers. Cool.
Yes.
You paid 2 wide receivers, and your main guy on the line wants money.
Yes. And so like that's part of managing it. But at the same token, if I have a quarterback and I have a 5-year window where I have control and I don't have to pay him $400 million a year, I'm going to throw in and hope he sticks. And then if he doesn't, I'll just draft another guy and go through that process again, and then build this team around him. And they need to change that, because what's happening is, like, there are some times I always thought that coaches were gun shy on not putting the quarterback in. Like, hey, the rookie can't do any more worse than this. Might as well get him experience. But then I do think that there is like a Sam Darnold, a Baker Mayfield, where their development, and it's like they hop around and they actually get game time, or they go under coaching staffs that know what the fuck they're doing.
Yes.
Like Darnold was at in San Francisco. They tried to keep him as a backup to Purdy, and Kevin O'Connell was like, you can come start for me.
Yeah.
And and so like they get these opportunities and they can sit. They're not like throwing Darnold when he was in his career into the Jets is like, it should be a crime against humanity. Like,
Yeah.
look
at his
how
college.
did you think that was gonna fucking succeed?
I mean, the dude comes out of you. It's
Are
always
we seeing ghosts because he's running for his damn life the whole time?
I mean, you take a guy out of. So when you come from like a bigger school, like a USC,
where
you
you're
look at all
protected
the
at all times,
and you have amazing wide receivers, the
Yes.
best offensive line, amazing. So you're playing in the Pro Bowl,
Yes.
okay, and then you get tossed to the worst team. So the
Yes.
best player in college now goes to the worst team in the pros.
Yes.
And then and if you don't develop them, which a new head coach, new offensive coordinator every single year, you're like, what are we doing? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
and the real thing is and it comes down to, you either have a quarterback or you don't. So like it's interesting for like a team like Jacksonville, where you have like a Trevor Lawrence who's kind of on the fringe. I think he played 1,000 times better, but he was always kind of like, oh, I kind of see it, but
Yeah.
nah, I don't know.
yeah, the
Like,
consistency
the
to
worst
it.
you want to be is in like the halvesies, because
Yeah.
like you're gonna make the playoffs, but I don't know if we have enough or we need it to break right for us. But a lot of people complain about the quarterback play, and I don't think that like the talent level has gone down. I think the way the league is structured, from to your point, a train, coach train, follow, we're not able to train them properly,
Right.
because it's like anything else when you're running a business. It's like, shit, I've been without a cashier for so long. I'm hiring you. You're gonna be a cashier. We'll figure it out. And that's lower stakes.
Yeah.
But at the same token, it's the same
It's the
concept.
same exact thing,
And then
yeah.
wonder why,
Or if the cashier has a new manager every week,
yes,
who's
or-
brand new
exactly.
brand new
And
to
then
the
you wonder why
job.
the register is off.
Yeah.
$200. Is
Oh,
that
I've never
because they
managed
stole-
this before. Oh,
Yes. So like,
Yeah.
those type of things. But yeah, it'll be interesting to kind of see how it unfolds with the draft and some of the stuff coming up and after the Super Bowl, and kind of see who's kind of has angles to take leaps next year.
Yeah. Now, I do want to talk, we mentioned Super Bowl, so the funnest time of year, obviously, we mentioned the gambling. So I love it. So I think it's what the novelty. So one of the big things
yeah.
that's fun is when the Super Bowl comes out, like the novelty props.
Yes.
So a novelty prop, basically, it's like a fun one, like, hey, is it going to be heads or tails?
Yes.
Or how long is the national anthem? Or
Yes.
will there be a streaker? Which I know they got
Yes.
rid of some of that because, oh boy.
Oh yeah, because
he cashed it himself.
Yes.
He
And
made
he's
bet
like,
like,
I'll go run naked for.
said-
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he
And
bet-
then
he put
paid
$5
$1,000 and paid $1,000 on the jail. Thing.
yeah, it was like $5,000 bet?
Yeah,
he put
for
that
like,
much?
for like,
Yeah, and it
was
paid
like
out.
$250,000, $300,000.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I'll go to jail for that. I was like, yeah, me too.
Yes.
I mean, it's got to be a misdemeanor, right?
Either
I
way,
assume.
yeah.
I mean, long enough felony. I don't know
Yeah,
if I'm
so
spending.
I assume to get some sort of a ticket into the game would be an overhead unless you could find someone to.
And you got to get
front it.
close enough. Well, I guess you have to get close enough because you could just walk down.
Yeah, there was some type of plan,
Yeah.
and then the jail fee. That was the investment. But so
I wonder if did they pay it out? I mean, they had to have, right?
they have to.
I mean, technically, that could be collusion, though. If like they could say, oh well, no, you made the bet, but I wonder how that would work because I mean, now I know this year they've been super. They canceled.
No,
I mean, because
yeah,
if it's
so
anything,
it depends on what state you're in. So like Indiana's pretty conservative, period. But like, but like some, or if you really want to get into like hilarious, go to the offshore market. Like I don't do that. Just because like
you don't have a
like
account in the
like
Caymans.
your Bovadas and your
I did.
bet online stuff, like the stuff in the stuff.
Yeah.
So they'll take on hilarious action, like
How long is I think the national
is Bad
anthem
Bunny
one.
gonna wear a dress? Like are they gonna show Alcatraz or the Golden Gate Bridge first? And like to get back to Kyle's point, the reason it's like this whole vacuum of bets is like you'll never get that in the regular season because they're handicapping 8 to 10 games in a series. So like it's hard enough to do props here. They have 2 weeks to like do all these projections and have some fun, like the Gatorade color, like this, like that, or even like just like I have fun on like heads tails stuff, but like even just novelty props of in the actual game,
like a first drive, stuff like that.
So like first drive, incomplete pass, or first person to get a catch for their team.
Gotcha.
We'll talk about that, but like, or one I think I won a couple of years ago with Jalen Hurts. Is there going to be an octopus where it's you score a touchdown and then you follow it up with the 2-point conversion?
Yeah.
And stuff like that you won't see on a regular Sunday in October because the books won't take on that much liability because they can't.
It's too much.
They don't have the bandwidth to cover. But like for one game, hell yeah, they do. Like, and I've never actually been to the Vegas side, but like at least I know some of those books in old school style. They would have the famous it's like a PDF where it be like it's not even online. They would just issue these pages. You would go through it like a Playboy.
With a highlighter.
Yeah, it's like, oh. But yeah, no, and it's like you also get like all these crazy like even like I mean it's crazy. Just go through even if you just go through your basic, for branding's sake, like your blue or green book, they have it broken down to like it's insane like what they offer. Like it's almost overwhelming. Like when I was sitting down for it, I was like, okay, like I need to pare this down. So like I'm glad, but yeah, I mean, what's your favorite novelty to?
I mean, honestly, I always do the. I like the heads or tails right away.
So do I. What do you take?
It depends on what I'm feeling, man.
Oh no, so you're not like.
No, I'm not a strictly tails never fails or no. I think it depends. The humidity, the dew point, pending how the aerodynamics flow. But no, I just pick it.
Well, the coin is heavier to the head side.
Yeah, I mean, there's a rumor. Yeah, what the? Oh boy, for the. Maybe was it CMC maybe or somebody for the they go, oh, I got a down pat, I will get it right every single time. He's like, wait, so you just always pick one? He's nope. I cannot tell you why, but I guarantee you something. I'm like, what? Like what depends on the grass? If it bounces, like with this turf, when it hits, the head's gonna be heavier. It's gonna overrotate. So no, I mean I don't know. I like those, but I also like the first drive stuff.
Yeah,
like,
so do I. So I like and so also with the Super Bowl, and I'll preface this, and I was talking to Kyle off air. Obviously, like, your kind of go-to bread and butter, process plays, like typically first quarter unders, at your -150 or whatever it is, minus your standard, vig or payment on a normal prop. By all means, play those. Like what we're going to talk about is more of this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect it to win, but there's a game script that could happen that it could be fun. Yeah. So, I'm not talking your, I'm mostly talking dogs or long shot or just like angles in this thing of like, okay, hey, if this hits, drinks and the dinner's on me or whatever, those type of things. So, obviously if you like, do you like Seattle, right? So like,
I'm going to bet on one interception. I'm going to say Seattle's going to get one pick. I might go both ways. I might honestly go.
I'll
probably pick individually.
I on my big list. Yeah.
I'll probably parlay them both together. I would probably do a small bet on first touchdown being a defensive touchdown just for the hell of it. I don't think it happened, but I'm talking, lower amounts. Like I'll do usually when I do like first touchdown.
Sure, yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
You're betting this like horse track. Like meaning like $2, $3. Yeah, you aren't like as opposed to like if I'm betting on the side, I'll put like a normal unit, my normal unit, and I don't bet a lot of sides, but for the Super Bowl I will. But I like Seattle in the under. Yeah. Stuff like that. Which could go either way. But those type of things. But what I kind of went through and I parsed it in a way of like, okay, kind of these anytime touchdowns, first touchdowns, and then one of the props I like that I had.
And before we start, if you don't have a gambling app, go ahead and reach out to me. I'll send you a referral code.
Yes, because you get like $800.
Yeah, you're gonna want because you get a lot of money back if you haven't gambled before. And look, there's never been anything bad to anybody's life because of gambling.
Yeah. So. Yes.
No bad ever comes of it.
Yes. So. No, not at all. So. One things I do take, and I took this from a different podcast, and I've been betting it, is, and you bet both of them, the first pass for either team to be incomplete. And I do like it with definitely on the Patriots side. So if you can go 1-1, you still win. But like, if you go 2-0, you're having some fun.
Yeah.
Now you did talk about first reception. Okay. So I went with, and you're going to see a theme on this, but so on the Seahawks side, I went with A.J. Barner, the tight end, or George Holani. Now, who the hell is George Holani? Zach Charbonnet in the NFC Championship game, right? It was NFC or was the game before? He tore his ACL. Mm-hmm. Holani was the third running back. He's their third down back. They like him, and he played a decent amount.
Okay, yeah, I didn't remember if they used him.
Okay, so he played like, after like 16 to 20 snaps, 4 targets, 3 receptions. So they were giving him the ball. My thinking on this is, and here's how you got to play the script. They run the ball on first down. They throw it on second. It's incomplete, or it's a third and long type situation. It's incomplete. And then Patriots bring the house, or they set up some type of screen, and it's Holani's a third down back.
Gotcha.
A.J. Barner, tight end, easy completion. And those are good odds. On the Pat side, so you're also going to see a theme. Seattle has a very good defense. Where they do struggle is against the tight end.
Mm-hmm. Because their secondary is super tough.
Yeah. So I went with, as opposed to, you could take Hunter Henry, but those odds aren't the best, but it's still good. I took Austin Hooper, the other tight end. I also took him over 9.5 yards because I thought that was low.
Yeah, that's
and
real
he plays
low.
a lot. Yeah, I took
was
him
that
over
positive over 9 or?
Yeah, over 9.5. Yeah.
I mean, was it a plus money payout or?
No, it was like -1.
Okay, that's still bad.
minus
Yeah,
105.
9 yards. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, and so I took that, and then I did take Hooper. I don't dislike Henry. You can go that route and makes sense. But I did take DeMario Douglas because he's kind of one of their scheme it. Yep. Like their slot guys where they throw a screen to, just to kind of like get the ball out of Drake May's hands. Supposedly he has a shoulder injury that he's been nursing, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Then you get into the first TD market, okay? Now, like I said, we're shooting for the moon here, okay?
Don't bet a lot of money.
No, but if this hits,
spread out like $5, dollar a piece.
Okay, so I did take Austin Hooper, and he was at the time like 50-1. He's already down to 33.
Damn.
I took Jake Bobo.
Yep,
60-1.
Yeah, you told me that. I think I put a bet on that one.
It's Jake Bobo, and then I did take. So it's like a backup tight end. Kind of.
He's also a shoe salesman on the side.
Yes.
He sounds like that. Oh, I got to see my guy Jake buy some new shoes.
Well, Eric Sauber, so this might change because if Elijah Arroyo was a scratch, he was a scratch for the NFC Championship. If he plays, then I might go Arroyo instead of Sauber. But Sauber was 55-61, and then here's the fullback for the Patriots. Okay, he's been playing like 40% of the snaps. He's run 20 routes in the playoffs. Jake Westover.
What?
Plus 10,000. And then I took his anytime TD at plus 4,500. You know, in the Super Bowl, these guys get cute.
Yeah.
They get fucking cute.
Yeah.
And especially
if you have your second running back
and it's
hurt.
going to be scripted. It's going to be scripted. And what we need is the Patriots to get down there. But it's going to be like they'll have some scripted plays, which is also, and like the odds have been decreasing. I always take over 2.5 people to attempt a pass.
Oh, yeah.
I hit that last year with CMC.
Yep.
And then if they score a touchdown, like if you do over 2.5 people to record a touchdown pass, that's a fun little novelty.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's like fun to root for because you see
Yeah.
like the reverse, like
You're like,
fuck,
oh,
I don't
no,
even-
yeah.
I don't even care if it's completed. It's even better. But even if he throws a pass, I'm coming out a winner.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so like that's always a fun one. Like I said, I have like all these different ones. One that's also fun, and I looked at this, and it does make sense for. I was curious at the line because I was like, this doesn't seem right. Both teams to have a fourth down conversion is plus 255.
Damn.
But the Seahawks are last in fourth down attempts, but that's because they were winning most of their games.
Yeah, and I mean, you're also talking, this is a have to win game.
Yeah, that's how
There's
I
no more after this game.
I thought
There's
like,
no regrets here.
I thought at plus, almost 2.5 to 1. I thought that was a good price.
Yeah.
These guys do they're not pure like nuts like Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell. So they do kick, but I'm like, well, who's ever behind is going to attempt one.
Yeah.
At some
Oh,
point.
yeah. Absolutely.
So you have one. It's just somewhere you need like that wonky one in the first half, or it's like a 4th and inches, like tush push type thing. So I thought that was a good novelty.
Do they have it the other way too, where neither team completes? You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So maybe like.
Or I think it has an over/under on fourth down conversions and attempts.
Got you.
I think
that makes sense.
Yeah. So and I think it's like half or something like that. Another one I liked, and I'll get into my long shot. Another one I liked. So Shaheed is their big play guy. Now, don't get me wrong, the secondary for the Patriots is very good.
Yep.
But his over longest reception. So if he makes a catch, unless they run a screen or some type of reverse, his longest reception is 14.5 yards.
Now, does that count when he can it be a screen?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't mean if it was
the
like
yard.
a.
No.
Okay,
It's not the air yard. It's like
gotcha.
he has a gain of 15 yards or more on a catch. I'm like, if
I feel like he does that almost every.
Bomb. Yes.
Yeah. It almost. Yeah. Almost
I was
every.
like, why isn't this like 21.5?
I like that.
Now he only gets he's been only getting 2 or 3 targets, but they've been bombs.
Right.
You know,
And you're gonna. I mean, this is. I mean, like I said with Soup. I mean, you got to play your hardest game. Like you're gonna risk that bomb instead of kicking.
So like that's a fun little like if you really want to get cute or like have some fun, you do reverse correlation. So like a Shaheed, or he's like he's like MVS style, where it's like he'll get 2 catches for 70 yards. So you take his over under on like under 2.5 catches over 60 yards.
Yeah.
And the odds are like through the roof because the volume's not there.
Yeah.
And so like you get reverse. That's always a fun. My long shot, just to kind of wrap this up, other than I'm taking, and I normally than an actual I do have a touchdown parlay, but I'll get to that. But my long shot play, and it's not like some crazy parlay, it is George Halani to score 2 touchdowns at 75.
that's the.
That's the third down back pass.
Basically, there's backup.
Scored 2, and I do think that like with Charbonnet was their goal line guy.
Yeah.
So that we know that they don't necessarily love Kenneth Walker in the red zone. So maybe it's him. Maybe it's Cam Akers. The ghost of Cam Akers is on the roster.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I don't even know
But I do think that he's going to get shots. I do think he's going to get targets. And it's 75 to 1. It's total long shot.
I mean, if you're in the goal line, you got a better back four. It makes sense.
And I mean, I like an AJ Barner angle because he does their tush pushes. So this is long shot. Throw a couple shekels on it.
Yeah.
$2 gets you 150.
Again, long shots, you don't spend a lot of money.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I do. When I click that button, $2, and it says it pays out, $200, but I go, oh, what would $10 do?
You play
don't take that journey, because then you just.
Now, if you don't want to take that, his anytime touchdown,
Right,
is plus 550.
Yeah, scatter that out.
Yeah, so do that too.
Diversify.
So my anytime touchdown was Cooper Kupp. He's like plus 230. AJ Barner plus 240. And then now if you really want to get ugly, you can do the Westover thing. But then I took Mac Hollins. He's another one I like on the Patriots side, by the way.
I bet there's a novelty bet that he walks into the stadium without.
With shoes, yeah. Which should be like minus 1,000 because he
Every day, that's all he does, yeah. Carrying the little bottles.
Honestly, yeah. Take that he doesn't walk in with shoes because maybe
Yeah,
he's just fucking
it's
with
just
it,
maybe
but he
just-
does have shoes on.
He's wearing socks. That counts.
Yes.
I said said barefoot.
Yeah, you read
He's
the fine
wearing
print,
one sock.
already like
Yeah.
smashing the laptop to the book. Yeah, so like you can, if you really want to have some fun. There's also fun things you can do if you're not like into it, like Kyle and I are. You can play squares, or you can fill out if you're having a party. Like they have printable PDFs.
Boom.
Where, I know, girls that don't do a lot of Super Bowl stuff, but that you have props on like commercials, the halftime show, and it's like a sheet of like whatever 15 to 25, however many you want, and everyone puts in $10 or whatever, and whoever gets the most right wins.
Yeah.
Those are a fun way to hand out at a party. Squares are always fun.
Yeah, we do the board. We do the board. It has 10 numbers along the side. They're not. You have to scratch them off. Basically, 10 people.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So it has 10 names. Basically, you write your name anywhere on. There's 10 spots. Okay. And there's 10 numbers. They're all random. And then once everybody fills it out, you scratch off the number on the side. Then whatever that number. Let's say if you have 0, if the score ends in a 0
Gotcha.
per quarter. So we do that every quarter because then you don't. There's no game. There's no. Skill involved because you don't know where
you're
you're
just having
picking.
some fun.
So like
Yeah.
he scratches off, and if you get like a
lotto.
if you
You're
get a
just
0 and it's 7-3 in the first quarter,
You're
that
rooting
ends up
for a
being
touchdown,
0.
Now
So-
you're rooting for something like that.
yeah, so that's what's cool. So we do that. We do that. I mean, one year, me and Hector, I think I made like 200, and Hector made like 100 something. Because I'll be like, hey, anybody else want to do it? And I'll do like, I'll put my name on that thing 3 times. I don't care.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I'm like, let's, especially with these games where a defensive game. Let's say your number's 7, and it's 7-0 the first quarter. The second quarter, like it's like you can kind of you can kind of roll through that. So it's kind of cool to do. We do them like every quarter. So
yeah.
it's like if you get to 7, you're like, yes.
I did. I'll get off the Helani thing, but I did do a couple ladders. I like Hunter Henry over in yards. He starts at 39.5, and you can squeeze that up. I don't know if I'd go all the way to 100, but it's a Super Bowl. So who gives a shit?
Recap ladder bet means hey, you're betting the
sorry.
ladder. You're betting, hey, I'm going to bet this player. I'm going to bet like here's how I do it. Everybody can do it differently, but I'll bet like $1, he gets the 40 yards. Then I'll bet $2, he gets the 50. $3, 60, and then it depends. That's how I do it. I like is then then you're even if you hit the small ones. Like let's say if I hit, he hits the
It
first
makes up
2,
your investment.
Bingo. So then,
That's
like
what it
I'm
is.
betting $5 for him to get 70 yards. And yeah, maybe it's not going to happen, but if it does, So that's where that's how I do. I don't know if you do it the same or if you do it backwards. Some people do them bet more on the less.
I actually do it your way.
Yeah.
Just because I'm an optimist. We're optimists by heart. Like I want to win the most on
that
on the first
$5.
time.
If you hit those first 2, that's a wash. So let's fucking
that's
roll.
exactly how I think about it. Like,
And I'm not starting with 100
The
yards.
way to probably do it is to bet heavier on the smaller number.
Probably.
But it's gambling.
I mean, I'm talking small numbers. I'm literally talking about at that point. What is that? Is that $13?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
So,
So
like,
it's like,
you win it if he hits the first rung.
Yeah.
Or you get your money back if he hits the first
That's
rung.
the Romadunze, I call it.
So I like, and the way we like, or at least I prefer, is to pick something, obviously taking JSN at 93.5 yards is...
Probably pays out minus 110. What's that?
Yeah, and so you take these guys that are kind of in this, like I have Helani, because I think he's a third down back and he can take a screen and house something.
And less defenses are
So, like,
targeting him.
He's at 24.5. Or you can take the receptions route if you think like, hey, I think he's just going to get
dump
peppered.
off passes. Yep.
That's why like a Hunter Henry or like, because I think the O-line the Patriots O-line will struggle. So you think like a lot of like
Hunter
dump
Henry
downs,
could be. I'd like to look up what his MVP Super Bowl.
That's
MVP
another
bets.
way to look at it too. You can look at that. But I imagine, I guess, if I were to make the counter argument, if Hunter Henry gets there, Drake May's playing
will
a
get it,
great
yep.
game.
Yep.
So like now JSN, for instance, could maybe get there, like get like 2 touchdowns and 150 yards, like a Cooper Kupp. But like typically take one of the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because like,
Yep.
But yeah, when you're laddering, you can get creative, but we like to take people typically in that like, whether it's rushing or receiving or even passing yards. Like I'll take a passing yards where it's like 220 and I'll take him up to 300.
Yeah.
If I
I hit
think
that with
the game's
Shadur one
script-
time.
What?
I hit Shadur's ladder for rushing and passing
Yeah.
in one game. So I was like, oh, he's going to be running for
Or
his
like
life.
Jackson Dart
And
rushing. Like QB
Yes.
rushing is a popular ladder because
Yeah.
the books haven't adjusted to it.
Yes.
And there's a lot of variance because like one scramble can get you home. Yeah, so like we like to pick somebody in like a 20 to 25 or in that range to like their first rung is 50.
Mm-hmm.
Because like 100 yard, if they get like a 100-yard game, like for instance, I was talking to you off air, like with Juwan Johnson, like he had like 110 yards. Mm-hmm. That 100, I wrote it all the way up to 110, but like the 100 yard, even if I didn't, it was like 27-1 for him to get 100 yards.
Yeah.
So like now you're sitting on that. You know, that's like the moonshot. Like you're happy if he gets to 70. You know, so you kind of want to get those as opposed to like, yeah, I think Jamar Chase or JSN is going to have a great game, but the price isn't there. So
Yeah,
you also have to look at the price.
Yeah, the expectation of him is, yes, he's going to have good because he does it all the time. So it's like, hey, you look at a team that, all right, so, you know, receivers for, you know, the Patriots. Hey, whatever they've been doing, well, because they played mostly middle school teams all year. So now they're playing against the best defense that's been kind of watching. They've had enough time to scope them out. So maybe the best receivers, obviously that defense is going to be targeting those. So you're going to have the one-offs of, hey, who's not looking at the third down running back? Who's not looking at the backup tight end wide open?
Yeah. And like tell yourself the story, you know. And like I said, where I've kind of missed this past year is like I would like the wide receiver twos in a ladder because it's like, okay, these guys like to pepper it a lot, and I'm getting a discounted 40 yards when this guy could be the guy. Like let's take a T. Higgins versus a Jamar Chase or a Jordan
Addison over.
Yeah. And so, but now with the less passing, you know, I've gotten burned on that. So that'll be something I'll have to change. But what's replacing that, because you're seeing more, or I guess my initial angle into going into next year, if this stays the same, what you're seeing now is because it's less 3 wide receiver sets, the slot receiver isn't playing as much. Mm-hmm. So now these tight ends are getting those targets.
Yes.
So now it's looking at the tight end. Where
one of 3 of the tight ends.
Yes, that's the key too. It's like
if you're Buffalo, they use all tight ends. All tight ends.
Yeah,
they're going to actually get rid of Josh Allen
and pick one. Yeah.
And they're going to bring in his wife. She's going to be a tight end.
Yes. Yeah. So like that's part of the angle too. But anyway, it's also fun too because when you hit, like me and Kyle will be texting.
Who's old boy?
Well,
the Browns.
Oh no, Njoku. Yeah,
we murdered that ladder so many weeks in a row.
Yeah,
and then finally he
adjusted.
Joe
Flacco, you know, paid for my kid's tuition.
Dude, I was like, what's he doing?
And they kept putting the yardage
else.
Like, they would only increase it like 5 yards. I'm like, all right, we're going back to the well.
By the third ladder, I was like, oh, it was like plus 110 at 100 yards. Like, all right.
And they finally put him up to like 75 yards. This is over under. But like for 3 straight weeks, it was between 35 and 45 yards.
Yeah.
But like we'll text and be like, somebody will get a catch. You know, like just hit the final rung. We'll be like, Njoku. You know, like it's just fun. It's fun.
The ladders are the best for sure.
Because like, it's like also like when you bet the first touchdown, it's like, yes, Kenneth Walker, JSN, Ramondre Stevenson, Hunter Henry, they're probably most likely to get it. But like when I play the first touchdown, I don't play it for every game. I play, you know how I do it. I play the primetime stuff because it's fun, and then I'll do this. I'm looking for, unless it's like a Jalen Hurts at 10-1. Yeah. Like the price is like out of bounds. Yeah, I'll take that because it's still.
That's almost like a system
that's
play.
Just practical.
Yeah.
But unless like the price is way off on somebody,
where it's like 110
I'm taking
or
like a backup, or the quarterbacks, and they finally adjusted. The quarterbacks used to be like 30, 35-1. Like he touches the ball every time.
Yeah.
All it takes is one broken play on a rollout. So like I always take like those bigger hit, like longer shots on the first touchdown because when it hits, it's like super fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you
so
bring
like that's part of it. It's that's more of like playing a game.
Yeah, that's the
use
check
bar,
in the Super Bowl.
It's like going to a bar and playing a game. Yeah. Like I know I'm probably throwing this money away, but if I hit, it's really funny.
Yeah, and also do it with your gambling apps too. Like look, you know, don't just go make a bet. Don't go make a bet now. Like if you think maybe the line will change, but like look at the promos too, because a lot of times people like go in there and I'll be like, oh, you made a bet now. If you wait a little bit, you don't have to make all of your bets.
Yeah,
like agree. Day of, they'll be like, hey, here's a no sweat bet where hey, if you bet up to $10, even if you lose, you'll get 10 back in bonus bet. So can I explore those options too? Because that's the best way. That's what I do. I have 4 apps and I'll bounce around.
Sure.
The best thing is if you leave an underdog, if you leave $0 in there, they'll be like, hello, they'll come to your front door. Hi, there's Kyle.
They are aggressive. I get all the notifications.
They gave me $50 free, and I put that on something, flipped it into, I think $100. I don't know what it was.
Nice.
It was real quick. They go, hey, if you deposit anything, we'll give you $50 in free bets. Yeah. I was like, bet. And I like how they did it too. They didn't do this. They give you $50 bets.
They did like 10 fives?
It was something like that. It was a 5. Yeah. No, it was 5. It was 5/10s, I think it was.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, but it was pretty legit. But yeah, look around him too, and also if you want to get into it, it's look at like your referrals. Like if you're the first time user, they'll give you a bunch of stuff.
Or grab your wife's social security card, sign her up.
Listen, I've got plenty of social security numbers if you guys need them. My dad's a huge gambler, doesn't know it yet.
Yes.
Everybody's wife.
Yeah.
Honey, why is
mail's just
Social
flooded
Security
with all the-
Administration office is calling about my gambling addiction? What, babe?
Yeah.
What's up?
I think we need to talk.
We got one more parlay left, and we'll
Yes,
discuss
exactly. Yeah. Big hitter.
it. So I do want to do one thing.
Yeah,
okay?
sure.
So I know we've done, talk about a lot of the bets because I want to, and it's kind of early because I want to actually get it posted today, so
Yeah,
people
sure.
have some time to watch it. Let's do, and here's what I've been doing.
Okay.
And man, I was fucking 3 points off. I
No
bet
way.
$1 exact points.
Okay.
I've been betting
I got
$1 on exact points, and it was the
Yeah, because we need to do an exact score.
and it's so crazy.
And I'm gonna lay it on both of ours.
Yes. Okay.
okay.
So and I'll do one too. We'll do. I mean, I'm gonna probably do. I'll take $10. And if you bet $1 on exact score, you're getting $1,000.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
maybe 300 if it's like 7, some if it's basic stuff. Like if it's 21 to 24, that one's probably going to be not as payout. But I'm telling you, you're getting at least $500 betting $1. So I haven't hit any of them yet, but I've been close. But again, I'm taking $5 and I'm making $5 bets. So I'm going 13-10 Seahawks.
Oh, so you think the Patriots cover?
What is it? Where is it at now?
4.5.
Okay.
No, that's
so,
fine if you do. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
So
like,
I mean, exact score. So I'm thinking it's going to be pretty defensive. I'm gonna go two ways. I'm gonna go 13-10 Seahawks win it.
okay.
So if I'm gonna write down, it was a 13-10. So I usually do it about two different ways. I like to go, hey, we obviously know both defenses are very good.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think overall offensively, I think
So that's
that,
a Seahawks win on that one.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and flip it the other way. I'm going to go 21-17. So 21-17 Patriots. Yeah, so I'll do that two ways.
So my first gut check, I'm going to go 27-10 Seahawks.
Nice.
They get the cover and the under. Because the under's still, I mean, I'm curious to see if the line moves.
Yeah, what
and
is the
if
line?
It's probably going to move. It'll move in Seattle's favor. So if you like Seattle, take them now. That is one I would take now.
Okay.
And I imagine the over's going to go, but I like the under anyway. Well, actually, probably the under will go. But it's been holding strong all week, so who knows. And then the Pats side, I'm going to go 24. I'm going to go 24. I'm going to go 24-21 Pats.
I like that.
And they win it on a
Game-winning field goal. Yep. Hell yeah.
That's another thing you can bet on. Will somebody win on a game winner?
Yep. And also you could use, I won the year when it was a doink.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. I go bet on a doink where it hits the pole and doesn't go in. I was like,
the funny thing was, I remember that because it was like minus 500 for it to not.
Yeah.
Like, so it was like a huge favorite to not hit the post.
Yeah, because you showed me. I was like, I think about like $80 on
Yeah,
it. 'Cause I was like, well, what just happened? It really hit the goalpost. Fuck yeah.
And like the other thing, and like they're playing outside, so like I don't know, but you can find like literally you can go down a rabbit hole for the Super Bowl on just one angle, like just sitting there like, oh, but if I do this, I could do that. I do that, like which you'll never be able to do. So it's like that's why I sent Kyle. I had like AI set me up this spreadsheet because I'm like, there's no way to keep track of it on what because like some things, I process it in my head before I actually lay anything on it. So like some things I'll talk through and be like, okay, yeah, like the 4th down conversion one, I actually did some research because I'm like, man, this line looks off. And I didn't do anything. And then I was like, oh, well, Seattle's last in the regular season at attempts, but they were winning the whole time or majority of the games. And then I'm like, I like it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's Super Bowl one and done. So like you'll
Hell yeah.
think yourself through it unless it's like there's times where it's like, oh, this is smash. I don't even care. I like it.
Yep.
Because part of it's fun, but if you like something, do it. So, okay. So yeah, I'll do, so to recap, 13-10 Seahawks. Seahawks win for you, Kyle. 21-17 in the Pats side. I have 27-10 on the Seahawks, and I have 24-21 on the Pats.
Nice.
Sweet.
I like it. Good deal. Well, hey, so this, we're not
fun.
totally done because we are going to do game time.
Okay.
So for game time today, we have gigantic Tetris.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah. I'll show you.
Jesus
We'll be right
Christ.
back. Ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen, we have ourselves Tetris Tumble. So basically, it's gigantic Tetris. So what we do is we roll this little guy here, tells us which piece we're going to do, and you stack it up there. So the trick is you basically have to get it
How the
to
hell
where...
do you get?
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, hopefully that's not the first one you get. I mean, it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
Can you even roll that one?
No, I guess. Well, I guess
Okay,
you could.
How the hell do you start it then?
I don't know. Well,
Well,
hey,
we'll
let's-
figure it out.
yeah.
Don't roll that one.
We're gonna try. We're gonna figure it out. So, all right, I'm gonna go first here. So
I hope you get that.
I got. All right, either one of these guys.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm gonna put that one right
Okay.
there in the middle.
All right, I got to roll.
Yep. Oh, did I already hit record by the way? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Question mark.
Ooh, pick your
Okay.
poison.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go here.
Okay. All right.
Square.
Ooh, big
oh,
old
you got one.
square. Yeah, we'll pop
Yeah,
it
we're
right
gonna
there.
have
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Oh, wait, that was a shitty roll. Sorry.
You good? You got one of the
Okay.
red or greens?
Okay. Like, can you do it like this?
No, I think it has to go straight up and down though.
Ah, damn it.
I think. I mean, I
No,
don't know.
You're probably
Maybe-
right. You're probably right. Here, well.
I'm
okay.
sure there's
There
probably
we
some
go.
instructions somewhere that we didn't look at at all. but,
Okay.
Oh, same thing. Okay. So, what is it? Orange or green? Wait, red or
I
green?
got a redder.
All right, bet. Ooh, I'm gonna make this thing all wobbly now.
Yeah, let's.
Whoa!
no. Hit the camera, sorry. Square. Running out of room for this stuff.
Mhm.
Oh no.
I think
Oh!
it's got some good, bounce. to it,
Center of
whatever, so-
gravity.
Oh,
Oh, you got one
the
of
big blue.
long
I
dongs.
got it. I wonder if I can go.
Yeah, I mean, this is where it's gonna get ugly for us.
Whoa!
Like
That's-
a giant middle finger.
I was about to say yeah.
I got one. We haven't used an L one yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know where. Oh, I think this is like the only spot I can go. Square.
Big old square. Okay. See what
At some
we got.
point you run out of. Yep.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we'll go
that's
here.
where.
Oh, no. This is just gonna.
Fuck is that noise?
I don't know, man. Like an old prospector.
Oh, prospect.
Oh, squared up.
Okay. I mean. Oh my god. Long dong.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can long
yeah,
dong
you
it.
can.
Oh,
Oh, you fucker. What did I get?
Square. No square. Gotta roll again.
Okay. And got to roll again on that too.
Yep.
God.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine. That's the roll.
Hey, yeah. Gotta roll again. Question
Okay.
mark. All right. How about for the rest of them, we just get to pick whichever we want?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go here.
Ooh, I see what he's doing. Okay.
No!
Ooh, I'm gonna go right here. Check this little bad boy out on
Oh,
that
you little
corner.
fucker. Oh no!
Oh, snap! Oh, snap!
Bringing it back my way. Oh my God, this is not gonna go.
Ooh, watch this little guy.
Oh.
Purple on purple. Oh no! What in the middle? What are we gonna do? We're gonna find some way to. You
Oh,
might
no, I
sneak
got
one
it,
of
I got
those.
it, I
Yeah,
got it, I
sneak
got it, I
one
got
of
it.
those little peckerheads in there. Or why it's a peckerhead?
Oh my God, I don't even know if this is gonna work.
Ooh, give me
Dude,
this.
we might have conquered this. Like
Yeah.
perfect Tetris.
I'm sure we're not playing by the rules
No,
at all.
there's no way we are. Oh, this is probably gonna send it.
I don't know. You might be okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna lop this guy right there. Oh, no!
Now I'm toast.
Oh, you should be good.
Wait, unless I do it
I
this
think
way.
you should be good. Did we just win?
Yes.
All right. Well.
Tetris. Big gulps, huh?
Oh, well. Hey.
See you later.
Hey. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Great game.
We'll see you.
Nice job.
Yeah. I wonder if I can pop one of these middle out and then just like say, oh,
Watch out for the dong.
hi. We'll see you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
There's got to be definitely rules.